everyone, Letty here. Today I'm going to share with you hashtag Crafty Goals 2023. This is a 12 by 12 paper pack smash. This is the part 1 of a video. I'm using Best Summer Ever by Echo Park. Welcome back, everyone. So I'm participating in hashtag Crafty Goals 2023 this year. One of my goals is to smash 12 by 12 packs or pads. So I took out the Best Summer Ever by Echo Park. Here's what it looks like. It does come with 12 double-sided sheets, 3 of which are cut aparts, 1 12 by 12 sticker sheet. I'm going to do a quick flip through of everything that came in this kit. And so again, one of my goals is to smash these packs. I want to smash at least 1 per month. Most months I've been smashing at least 2, but so far this is the first one I've taken out for this month. And what I'm going to do a little differently with this video is I'm going to be showing you my cutting process as far as how I cut down my paper to make my projects. And so this first video is going to showcase 3 different card designs. I'm going to do the sheet load for this month 3 different ways. So I'm going to show you how to cut down your paper so you can make a ton of cards. We're going to be using this paper pack, which again is called Best Summer Ever by Echo Park. And so I invite you to take out a 12 by 12 paper pack and you can make basically the same types of projects that I'm going to be showing you in this next 1 or 2 or 3 videos. So here is what comes with it. You see some strips. You've got just a bunch of really fun prints. One of the things that I really liked about this collection specifically was all of the pinks in this collection. I really love pink, and I love that this one was very pink dominant. You have about 2 or 3 different colors of pink in this collection. Some pretty teals. I just really like the pops of the different colors. So again, this is Best Summer Ever by Echo Park. That was what came in the 12 by 12 pack that I will be smashing for, again, hashtag Crafty Goals 2023. My first steps when I smash a pack is to cut the branding strips off of my papers. I did notice that I had this Best Summer Ever the brand from the paper pad that I thought I could use. And then I did take out the April 2023 sheet load of cards by Call Me Crafty Owl. I will link Alicia's channel down in the description box below. She just asked that you are a subscriber to her channel and you can get access to this free sheet load. It's a cutting guide that shows you how to cut for that 1 card sketch. I'm going to do her sheet load 3 ways. 1 with really no changes, 1 with an A1 card instead, and then I'm going to do a process where I cut 2 sheets down and make 8 cards with no scraps. So let's go ahead and get into the very first option, which is no changes to the sheet load. We're going to do it as is, the way that Alicia calls for it. The one thing I will do is kind of use a little bit more of colorful card bases. I did get these from Hobby Lobby, and this was actually just heavy duty cardstock that I cut down and made card bases for. My cardstock mat is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. I did not deviate at all in my cardstock mats for any of the 3 designs from that sheet load. So it's exactly what would come in the sheet load. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my 12 by 12 down into 4 sections of 6 by 6. So this sketch does call for 6 by 6 paper. So I'm just cutting it at 6 inches and then again at 6 inches just to make 4 even sheets of 6 by 6 paper from my 1 sheet of 12 by 12. Then I'm going to cut each of those 6 by 6s down into 4 sets of 3 by 3. There's a bunch of different ways you can cut that. That's just the way that I do it. So one of the 3 by 3s, I'm going to cut it down into 3 strips, and I am cutting it from the side so that way I have sort of a vertical direction on my pattern. So 1 out of every set of those 4 boxes, you're going to cut 1 down. So you'll leave 3 whole and then you'll cut 1 down into 3 sections. You layer it on your mat, you put it on your card base, and this is what it will look like. So this is exactly with what's in line with the sheet load itself. Here's what it looks like when you have sort of a very colorful card base. I will add some stickers and decorate these, but this is what it looks like for now. So then my second option is, again, I'm going to do the exact same cuts, but the only difference is I'm going to be using an A1 size card base. Look at the difference. My card mat is the same, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. But look, this is an A1 size card base as opposed to an A2 size card base. Look how much difference, look how much smaller it is. So naturally, when you lay that cardstock mat right on top, you're going to have a much smaller border. I'm going to cut down my paper exactly the same way that I just cut down the first sheet of paper. Just cut it down into 4 sections of 6 by 6. I'm going to take 1 square just for right now. I'm going to cut that down into 3 by 3s, and then I'll take 1 of the 3 by 3s and cut it down to 1 by 3s. So this is, again, is exactly how the sketch calls for, only I just broke down my 12 by 12 into 4 sheets of 6 by 6. If I layer it on my cardstock mat, again, which is the same exact dimensions from the sheet load, this is the difference. Look look at the A1 size card. Look how the border around it is much smaller. My idea is if I use those branding strips, I could use it as like a sentiment on some of these cards. And so that was the second set. Now, my third set, I'm going to be including a large A2 size mat. I'm going to do 2 sheets of paper. I'm going to make 8 cards from each of those 2 sheets with no scraps at all. This is using double-sided paper. So I am also bringing in the cardstock mats. These are the same size, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I have A2 size card bases. So again, every 2 sheets, you're going to go ahead and get 8 cards. You're going to cut both sheets the exact same way. So the first thing you have to do is decide whether you're going to do a vertical or horizontal card. I'm doing a vertical card. So I'm going to cut from the top up down, and I'm going to cut 3 even strips of 4 inches. So cut at 4 inches twice on that first 12-inch side. So you'll have 3 strips of 4 by 12. And these are vertical because I'm doing vertical cards. You're going to take 2 of the strips and you're going to cut them the same way. You're going to cut it down to 5 1/4 twice, and you'll be left with a little scrap that you see at the top of my screen. So you're going to cut it 5 1/4 twice. So you'll get 4 of those large mats that are 4 by 5 1/4. And then you're also going to have 2 strips. Now these 2, I'm going to cut them in half, kind of long ways this way. On the shorter side, I'm going to cut it. The reason why I'm cutting it in half is because now I'll have 4 of them that are 3/4 of an inch by 4 inches. Those will go on the insides of my card. So I'll have 4 of those large mats that are 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then 4 of those little scrap strips. My last strip, I'm going to cut it at 3 inches on the 4-inch side. So I'm basically going to cut it into 2 sections. One that's 1-inch strip by 12, and then the other one is a 3-inch strip by 12. So what I'm going to do is cut both of them down into segments that are 3 inches wide. So I just cut it at 6 inches and then cut it again at 3 inches. And so I've got all of my little strips, or my little squares there. So again, I'm going to cut it in half at 6 and then cut it again at 3, which gives me a 1 by 3 inch strip, as well as a 3 by 3, which that's our sheet load right there. So I end up with 4 of the 1 by 3s, 4 of the 3 by 3s, 4 large A2 mats, which are 4 by 5 1/4. And then I also have 4 scraps that are 3/4 of an inch by 4 inches. So to assemble, we're going to take our small cardstock mat. We're going to add one of the 3 by 3s and one of the 1 by 3s. This looks just like the sheet load, right? And then we'll take our card base. We'll lay our large A2 mat right on top, and then layer the small little sheet load portion right on top of that. So you can mix and match all your patterns. You can use 2 double-sided sheets and you'll make 8 cards and just use either side, or you can use 3 single-sided sheets and you can make 12 cards. So here's what it'll kind of look like once I mix and match those patterns, and then you'll just cut the rest of the sheets the exact same way that you did cut that first one. To recap, we did our April 2023 sheet load of cards 3 ways. The first option was exactly as the sheet load calls for, with an A2 size card base, no changes to it. The second option was if we change it and do an A1 size card base. Look at the difference there on the width of the border. And then the third option is when we add in a large A2 size mat that kind of goes behind the little portion of the front that was from the sheet load. We also add a little scrap strip right on the inside of the card. We make 8 cards from 2 sheets of paper that are double-sided, and we have no scraps left over. That's what that looks like. You can do these vertical or horizontally. You can do them any which way you want, but those were the 3 options that I showed you here in today's video. Again, using that April 2023 sheet load of card 3 different ways. So again, this is Best Summer Ever by Echo Park. I have already cut up my branding strips, my cut aparts. I still have 6 sheets left over, so I will have a part 2 of this series coming very soon, so you can check out what else I make. Thanks for visiting, everyone. I hope you subscribe, like this video, follow me on Instagram. Here are a couple videos I think you might enjoy, and happy crafting!